Welcome back to Men's Talk on K84 Podcast with your host, Mr. Davis.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Let's go. He never smelled. He's a reptile.
Right.
Let's get back to it. We got new guests on the scene. Let's introduce them.
Chris?
Me first? How you doing? I'm Chris Casanova.
I'm Josh Steelheimer. Live here in Wausau.
You can bring it up.
All right. And that one guy.
I'm Kiko Collins. Big Kiko on Instagram. That's BIG_K33KO.
And I'm Jungle Boy Salofa. That's on all social media, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook.
And y'all already know what it is over here. But our topic today is narcissism, confidence, and gaslighting in a relationship. I mean, I got a lot to say on that topic, but I'm going to go ahead and let the panel have it. I'll see y'all in a minute. What you think about it, boss?
It's definitely not healthy. It's very stressful in a man's life when you're trying to work all the time. I think my biggest issue I have in my relationship is basically trying to work at the same time while my girl's trying to work and take care of the kids. So I'm like, I got two jobs.
Right.
And trying to fill in the time, and she wants to do her job, even though I got to do mine at the same time. So it's like it's a lot of struggle. I'm like, she wants to, feel like she's worthy and doing work and whatever. And like, so I don't know where our narcissism takes over, but she's got her ego too. She wants her things done. So we've got to both make compromises. And that's the biggest thing.
That's right.
It's like you're saying, it becomes another job altogether.
Yeah.
It don't matter what you do in your life, that just becomes an extra added chore on top of everything. And no matter who's introducing it to a relationship, it don't need to be there. And it's just something else you got to deal with and tiptoe around, and like we say,
the tiptoe,
walk in eggshells.
Kiko, what you think, bro? Narcissism?
For me, it's like that term. In my experience, I'm a confident man, and I'm a director. I'm gonna tell you what you need, what I need, and when I need it. So it's not like, I don't know, you signing up for it at the end of the day. And I'm not saying that I'm just like, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that. But as a man, I'm supposed to lead. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not about to be a tyrant. I'm gonna listen to what you want. And sometimes this, say you're dealing with a woman, she want to lose weight. You're like, hey, I know you don't want to do this or that, but hey, you need to get your ass to the fucking gym. That ain't narcissism. That's just me holding you accountable. And most of the time, I know that was a simple example, but most of the time it's just a man holding his woman that he's dealing with at that time accountable. And it's fine until it's not. And basically, it's not is when that man is not dealing with that woman, and then a lot of the time, or when they're not doing what they want.
Yeah.
And then these terms come out: the narcissism, the gaslighting. Oh, you're trying to get me to. I ain't trying to get you to nothing. I came in this world by myself. I promise you, I'm gonna leave by myself.
But the lead. What about you, boss?
Man, I just see it as, can be very toxic in a lot of situations, especially if, you're not meeting in the middle with what you guys want or what I may want or what she might want. It's just give or take. It can be stressful, especially if you work all the time and you got needs of your own, and then they take it as you being narcissism or narcissistic. Or
narcissistic.
Narcissistic. That's the way.
That part.
Spelling champ, vocab champ.
But I don't know nothing about them. But I get that. But today, narcissism, the word itself is just so loose. It's just given
Everybody.
out of
part.
convenience.
Without understanding is given.
You don't even have to. They don't even have to know the problem. And narcissism is their fallback word. Yes, a lot of narcissists in this world, for sure.
It's a sickness.
It's we came from the mama's boy era. Well, that mama's boy turned into what you see today.
Users and abusers. Ultimately.
The thing is, being a man is very tough, and it's rare to be a man in this world because everybody coddle and bow and submit to words. Narcissism, gaslighting, confidence. What's confidence in a relationship? I thought relationship, you just in a relationship. I didn't think that you had to
compete. A relationship is supposed to be your backbone.
But you only competing against society,
social media, and what's seen in different countries, and there is no togetherness no more. So the narcissism side of it is both sides come in narcissist. Women's are just hid a little bit different. Theirs is managed different. Their narcissist behavior more comes after the end of the relationship. A lot of shit they wanted to say in the relationship, they say it at the end and when it's over. When in all actuality, we could have sat at that table and figured out everything that you literally just now said when I tried to. Because we're fixers.
The lack of communication leads to bottling up and leads to the end. So as our topic is narcissism and confidence and gaslighting, what is the fix? Is there a fix?
Well, it's the middle one. To me, it's confidence, and that's what's missing from both sides. You don't need to gaslight, which is manipulation ultimately. You need to just, okay, let me see this person. Do our values match up? Okay, if our values and our in-game match up, then y'all can work towards it, because there's going to be some pain in between there. That's every relationship. Honestly.
I think it'll be, the fix is just understanding, basically. Just understanding, and again, another compromising, That's the only way I can see a fix to it.
Do you guys have any kids?
I do. I almost said 3. I got 2.
I think what's a really good thing about kids when you finally have one is like trying to understand them when they're going through that age where they can't talk. You're trying to talk to them, ask them questions, and you're finding out what type of person they are. And you find out that each one is different. Mm-hmm. My girl is so different from my boy. My boy is so cool. Like, he can't talk right now, but he knows when I'm talking to him, and like we understand. I think it's the same thing in every relationship. Is like everybody has a different view of how you see things, how you see the world. So you have to come up with a good way of communicating, and that's what I think. It's really good to have good communication skills, which they don't teach in school anymore, to how to socialize better and like communicate properly, so we get misunderstandings. And I think that's where everybody gets angry at each other. It's like, oh no, I thought you told me this, or I told you that, and everybody forgets what they said or how they said it. I think that's my biggest problem. I don't know how to communicate properly.
People just aren't direct.
I think on the kid side, I like that you brought that up though. Men, if you have a daughter, listen, pay attention to your daughter from start to her teens. It's going to teach you how to deal with today's woman, because they're one and the same. The mood swings, the I'm pouty, I'm mad, I want attention, I need you, I don't want you. Your daughter will teach you how to be calm, patient with these new age women, because most of them didn't have fathers, just like us men. So as we grow, I learn from my boys and my girls that I have, because patience is a virtue with these kids, but they teaching you the realm that you in adulthood. If you ever pay attention to why your daughter is mad at you, probably the same thing that your wife is mad at you about.
The same problems we have now with women is like almost like universal in every age. The way they used to deal with it with women, because men didn't know how to deal with it, was very different, has been changed. And like it ended like in 1950, 1960s. They used to lobotomize women. If they didn't understand what they were talking about, if they were like emotionally not there, whatever crazy.
What that mean?
Like too active, lobotomize.
Say the
So
word.
they would
Tell me what that shit mean.
lobotomize
Tell me what that shit mean.
when they put a needle in your eye, through your eye to your brain, and then they scramble the brain up. And and they're not specific either. They were like, oh, anywhere we're just gonna scramble it.
Wait, like literal, like actual.
I've never heard that term before.
Bring that back.
No. They literally stuck an actual needle.
Yeah, it was like
I've never heard that
pinch
shit.
in
I was
there.
asking for myself.
They did that to Kennedy's sister or something like
The
that.
president.
And that's why he made it illegal. Yeah.
Bring it back.
Was
Yeah,
she
back in the day, to women.
mentally
Because-
ill because of that? I would
Huh?
think, right?
So what happens is either they die, or sometimes they die, or they just become like a drooling, like
vegetable state,
vegetable.
yeah.
Yeah. So they're like.
I mean,
That's what I'm saying. Your
They
brain
used to-
getting
So
rattled like
they're
that.
not
ain't-
functional
fuck that.
anymore.
They
so
used to burn
just-
them at the stake too, though. I mean, there's a lot of they used to.
Yeah.
That's kind of sick.
No, it's like-
God damn.
Like
just a reality,
like here in
Yeah.
America, they did this.
So what
That's
it is
sick
that
as hell.
what we have found out about women is
You know
that
what they was doing to
There's
them
an
women. I
emotional
need to stop.
cycle.
That's sick.
There's an monthly
Oh,
emotional
that's sick.
cycle, and their chemicals are imbalanced because they're female, because they have to create life and everything. So they have this emotional cycle even when they're not on the periods. That's why girls like they go through this. Why are you this way this week? Why are you flipping out? It's so weird. Even when the little girls, their hormones are going crazy, and we have not like learned how to curb that. So if we're more in line of knowing when that happens to them, we could actually deal with it a lot more. And they have apps now that you could actually monitor girls' periods and stuff like that. And it's crazy. And China wants
I ain't
to know
looking
it.
into none of that shit.
I got a good question.
Yeah.
We talking about narcissism again, confidence again, gaslighting again. Why is everything predicated on they wants and needs versus our own wants and needs? It's like ours don't never matter.
Well, it does. That's why we were lobotomizing the girls. We didn't care to actually figure
Well,
out
it
what was wrong with
did.
the women.
That's it did.
So we would
We're
just
not
solve
doing
it
that
by
no more.
Yeah.
We're not doing that no more. So that's it did.
But yeah.
So what about in and now in the
that's where-
present tense?
That's where feminism came in. Feminism
But
came in as
what do we do now?
the independence of women, and capitalism
But
said that women
feminism
can
ain't
go
real.
to work now. Like the
feminism
children
ain't
don't
real,
need their
though.
mom at home.
So
back in
are
the
they
day-
sending women on the front lines of war? No.
Yes.
Would a woman?
Oh,
No, I'm
man.
saying would a woman even want to?
I mean, nowadays, yeah.
No, a woman could volunteer. If you ask a woman, okay, feminism, you want every woman to be able to, if they want to. That's what they're gonna say.
Right.
With a man, they're like, oh, send them out there. If we at a war, it is what it is, and we're willing to sacrifice
I'ma tell y'all
ourselves.
one of the
So
best
feminism is an in and out thing.
One
It's
of
not
the
a
best
real
things
thing.
to do is just stop trying to compete with what they feel like their version of a man is. Men are built different. You know what I'm saying? And but everybody looking for the same one. How? When we all are different. See, back in the day when we didn't have social media and all these accesses to reach out and see different, we only dealt with the pool we was in. You know what I'm saying? The people around the neighborhood. You couldn't leave from that stop sign to that stop sign. You there. So that girl that you used to crush on, that was in your vicinity. But now it's so global to where you competing with people in China and Japan, and these women ain't even seen them
and
before.
that's what breaks the insecure, like their like, you know, self-security. They basically are looking at fake, filtered, like it's not real. You know,
So
so
are we-
it's creating a big problem. Yeah, so like we're obsessing about the wrong thing. I like when I'm on the street and I see a girl with no makeup on, and like I see the beauty in
Bad.
it. They could be ugly as like,
But-
but I see like the beauty. Like, hey, you know, she might not
You're
have
a married
beautiful
man.
days, but
Watch
it's-
out. Right. You're a married man. I'm like, what are you
Hey,
talking
me and
about?
my bro, we seen this.
He don't see nothing,
We seen this
wifey.
one little chick at Lowe's.
I'm a window shop.
Oh no! Hey, you better. Hey, clip
Me and my
that.
little brother, we seen this little chick at Lowe's, and you know, plain face, but you can just see like, hey, you naturally pretty.
A
You know what I'm
regular
saying? Look, even if you
woman.
put, she was so pretty. If you put makeup on it, to make you look worse than what you truly
And
are.
that's how it is.
I'm from the era. I was born in '83. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the era. No makeup. Girls couldn't wear makeup in my era. Lipstick, none of that. So you always got to see the natural beauty of everybody.
Yeah.
And now we just so superficial because in our reality, just wipe that makeup off and talk to me like you really look.
Yeah.
You talk to me how your Barbie doll face is. Hey, I wake up like this for real. You got to do everything look like that.
This is God given at the end of the day.
You know, so at the end of the day, it's like what I be telling little bro, like, I really don't spend time on the what a man is. If you really know what a man is, how many of them have you had in your life? And if you had any in your life, how many of them have you kept? And if you ain't had none of them, how do you even know what a real man is? I just need to understand these questions, because every single woman on this planet knows what a real man is by a social media stance. And that's so sad, because men are really competing with that when, bro, I'm just competing with the man in the mirror, bro. I just want to be better than I was yesterday, and I just want to be greater than I was tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of try to keep going as myself, and what falls in my lap will fall in my lap, and that's meant for me.
Well, that's why those those women that talking about. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Like the big chick, big chick. That's like, I want a girl that has 100K. You know what I'm saying? 6-figure income. Like, what makes you think you deserve that?
Yeah, what you gonna do for me?
It's like, what makes you think instantly every woman deserves 100K? That's that's illusion, and I think a lot of women know that. Like, then they know they're not gonna find that guy, but they have that illusion. I think they say that now for like just clout or whatever in front of cameras, but that's not reality. A lot of people.
But but we living in the time of Sodom and Gomorrah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Sex, drugs, money. That's what hypes these new age women up, is the shit that don't even really matter. You know, they run around materialistic. Yeah. It's all about money, how much money he got, and then they use, well, I make this much money, so I'll be telling my little brother, like, bro, these bitches' dick is too big. You know what I'm saying? Because in all actuality, you're judging your stance off your salary. You know what I'm saying? That makes no sense to me. I'm a big boss because I make this much money. As a man, when I make that much money, I want to bring my lady and my kids, I want to make their life better. But when a woman makes money, bro, fuck you and everything you stand for, because you ain't on my level. Yeah. Everything is a competition now. I'm not competing no more. The only thing I want in this life is if I can reach back and help a young man up to see better, that's what I'm here for. I came from the drug dealing era. I came from the pimping era. I came from the gangbanging era. That's all my elders taught me was a good thing. But now it's to the point to where I'll see better. Hey, this is my first time voting this year. Very first time. I've never even thought about voting it, ever. But I'm a Republican. Why? Because the policies make sense to what I'm doing as a businessman. So now that I reach and trying to reach to my peak, it's not about a woman. A woman, it makes me better, but forcing a woman into my kind of lifestyle is impossible. Because my lifestyle ain't made for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And there's, vice versa. So I get a lot of he's a narcissist, or what mansplaining. I don't even know what that thing mean. And gaslighting, that's new to me as well, because I don't pay attention to
mansplaining. Is when they don't want to actually admit that you're saying is something that they want to admit to. Like,
well, a girl told me,
I don't understand.
You're right, but I don't want you telling me that.
It's dumbing it down for them.
Dumb it down.
You do that.
I thought it was like layman's terms. Yeah. Me and my brother are electricians by trade. You know what I'm saying? Now, if we start shooting electrical jargon with each other, most of this room will not understand what we're talking, Chinese. But we can break it down to where everybody here can understand it, and that's all we here for. We lead, we teach, we grow. That's what we're here for.
What men
but
do.
It's like women don't want that guidance because
they want to be men
better, or who doing more. That's how women want to go about it most of the time. Like, oh, I'm the baddest bitch in the room. That's how.
But you're not.
They like to see the shit. Versus
not like that. Pause.
You gotta stand them on that. And
just because I'm blind,
I wake up like this. I wake up like this. Real shit. You gotta put that shit on. I put that shit on for real.
Life is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Life ain't as stressful as everybody make it. I think the biggest part of our canceling culture is we focus on trying to be something that we was never made to be. You can only be what you made to be. I'm not the same as nobody in this room, and I'm not, and nobody else is, you know, the same as me. So why would I waste my time, energy, or effort trying to compete against a figment of my imagination? So as a man talking to a young man, my whole thing is, bro, get yourself right. Whatever these women want, let them find it, bro. If you don't fit in that, who gives a fuck, bro? Make yourself great for you, and the woman that you want gonna pop into your life. I get it happens. What is it? Law of attraction. It's going to happen. We need to step back and stop with the man and woman competition, because it's not a competition, bro. They are not competition. Yeah, they're not. We compete every day in the workforce. We compete every day with GCs and top grade of their crafts, and then I gotta come home and compete with you as well.
It's supposed to be peaceful.
I don't feel like cooking. Okay, well, let's go out to eat. That's what it's on.
Boom, problem solved.
Until we get back to being men, ain't gonna change. When we step away from the plate and be like, you got it.
That's where you fail.
Oh, you want a real man? What's that? A list be. a Christmas list. Oh, I don't fit all. You know what? You got it. And just go and get to you, bro. None of this will change. We coddle them too much. I don't want to be a man that's looked at like he hate women. I love women, but I don't see too many women, so I treat you like you come. If you come like a thug, I'm gonna treat you like a thug.
We say it all the time.
If you come with this I'm an independent boss and boop, I'm gonna treat you like an independent boss. Don't think I'm gonna be soft, because I am too.
Fuck no.
Boss talking to boss. Coddling and nurturing vocabulary is childish. Let's just stop.
We grew up in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
We're not.
Talk on KD4
We're used to
podcast.
face to face.
Yeah.
That's how we grew up. That's what works. I mean, but nowadays, all the kids are looking at life through a screen, and it's become that competition game. We're competing with everything they're saying or they're hearing on somebody else is hearing on social.
Yeah.
Or we're hearing back to our kids. You know, even our kids are we're competing with everything that they're hearing on social, and they're getting all the ideas from what they read on there.
Yeah. Can we please take a step back, all of us, men and women, and focus on these kids, because they delete rate is just as high as men. Yeah. And the reason why they are, because we not spending enough time in their lives.
Yeah.
You know, we wasting too much. We wasting too much time. We don't even talk to our kids. We just hand them technology and just be like, get lost.
But that's the whole capitalism method.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like they made us go into work. Both the parents go into work to where they're telling you the government's gonna raise your kids. And it's crazy. Is like our government don't even do that. I'm like, they should be taking care. Like, if we should have a whole organization to take care of the family circle. We don't have none of that.
Nah,
they have that in England. They have that in France. They have their own daycare. The grandparents get paid to take care of the children. I would say like, we have none of that.
Get out of the workforce.
You know,
I mean, I understand it's scary
if you're capable.
But get out of the workforce and focus. Get something for you.
Yeah.
What I realize is, like, every day is a day to make money, from $20 to $100. But there's a way to make $1 without going to go punch a clock. We spending too many hours, 40, 50, 60 hours, bro. We not appreciate it until we end up in that box, bro. But every day we hear, we get nagged at, griped at, nothing is right, this is wrong, that's wrong. Why do I got to spend every day of my life telling me how wrong of a person I am, and then I end up in the box and everybody crying like, oh my gosh, he was such a great guy, and I just...
But that all equates to what I'm saying is, like, we're working, and like, but that's the biggest problem we have is, like, agreeing on politics. There is this whole divisiveness right now of left side, right side. Two sides. But whenever you talk shit about one side, they think you're on the other side. I'm like, no, I hate both sides. I'm an independent. I'm libertarian. I'm like, I want to be a third party. I hate this 2-party shit. Right. But the second I start talking shit about Biden or Harris and like that, oh, you must be a Trumper. I'm like, no, but I don't hate the guy, but I understand that I did hate
Trumper. What's wrong with being a Harris or whatever? No, we're all people at the end of the day. Yeah, and that's the biggest thing that people are not seeing. They're seeing colors. They're seeing a man. They're just seeing a woman, and it's a person. But politics get played into too much.
But they're keeping this game so they can keep the inflation, and only the top 1% gets all the money. We're paying more now on groceries, gas,
is
everything.
The president,
and like,
it wasn't like
but they
that
still exactly. But they say they're gonna do something about it. Why aren't they doing it now?
Because you not getting no money when Trump was president.
Yeah, I loved it.
You was getting money. Everybody was.
Everybody.
So that 1% shit, that Democrat shit that they're playing about helping people is actually the opposite, and people need to understand that. But they're just sitting here being dummies.
You know what?
So that Democrat we're gonna save y'all. No, Republicans are putting the power into your hands versus giving it to the government to coddle y'all instead of helping y'all by here you go. Here's a first-time home buyer's loan.
But guess what?
No, you can't do that because
while we
people
still
ain't giving the information.
On the red and the blue and the what is it, an elephant and a donkey? It's
right.
A kid in the bathroom slitting her shit just because ain't nobody paying attention to
the kids.
The kid. We losing them paying attention to nothing.
But it's propaganda. It's like we're constantly being indoctrinated with all the bullshit commercials and everything that we actually buy. All the cereals, garbage. All the GMO, all that shit, unhealthy. Sugary products, all the shit. We're being sold that we live in the best country ever, but all we eat is fast food. They don't have no real food anywhere to eat. Like it's really hard to find good food, and everything has to have sugar in it. Like, so the corporations have made it so we have to listen to everything they do, and they run the politicians.
So the government is the real narcissist in all of this, and they're gaslighting all of us.
Oh yeah, all the way.
I mean, if you look at it, I mean, honestly, if you really look at it from the narcissist side, I would feel like that's a Democrat trait. You know, just because it's like
I'm gonna raise gas $2 and lower $1, and then I'm gonna say, hey, look what I did.
And
then
raise it
when you get it for 50 cents.
Y'all still
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
When you get it for 50 cents. Once we stop paying attention, listen, we spend too much time paying attention to red and blue. Pay attention to what the hell is in your household, what's lacking in there, and bring it in.
Yes, sir.
We have to get back to these kids because we losing sight, pointing fingers at everybody else. You know, this person was the problem, and this person, bro, I don't care about Biden at all. I am.
But the
Trump
politicians
supporter
are getting into the business of the family. Like right now, they just passed a bill in California where the teachers can keep from you that they're talking pronouns to the kids.
Right.
So what's to stop them from sexualizing the kid and having a relationship with them? I don't want to tell them, the parent, that I'm having a relationship with this kid, so I'm going to tell whatever. So that's how the kids were sexualized in the first place, or raped.
Why
or
you
basically
control
the parents,
where your
like,
kids go to school?
they didn't know that the parent was doing that, and now they have a right in California not to tell the parent what's going on.
But you know why
That's nuts.
you know why that could happen? Because we didn't pay attention to it. We not paying attention. I mean, we can blame it on everybody else, but we not paying attention to the simple signs.
It's community, man.
Of what's really happening. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the teacher and this and that. At the end of the day, your kid is telling you what's wrong with no words, and we just like, okay. You know why? Because they doing this.
But nobody knows how to solve it.
It is a way to solve it.
They're like just the Google.
Leave that TV alone. Get back to family time. Start playing the board games. Turn the goddamn TV off at a certain time. Put them cell phones on the charger and get back to communication. Because we used to. I'm gonna tell you, I'm from the era of I have to match to a girl. And listen, I wasn't the tallest dude, but I got some game. But whoever got the best game get the girl. So I brushed up on that. I'm 40 now.
Now it's
game is nothing.